Hi guys, hope you are enjoying good health. Today we are talking about communication skills in English language. I want to ask you something. If I say ek, do, teen, char, panch, chhe, how far can you go telling numbers in Hindi? I must say this generation or our children won't be able to tell more than 10, 11, 12. Why is it so? Because children are open and exposed to that atmosphere that helps them learn English. And what we are doing, who are trying to learn English, we are just restraining ourselves. We are not exposing ourselves to that atmosphere that would help us to learn English. If you ask today's any child or any kid to tell 37 or 68 in Hindi, they won't be able. I'm afraid they won't be able to do that. Even we won't be able to do that, 68, 68, 70s. So this is difficult. Why? Because the kids have been learning since their childhood in English. So that means one has to surround oneself around that atmosphere that helps him learn in English. Because English is learned only to express oneself, not to impress others. We restrain ourselves thinking that it might be wrong, it might be fun for others, others may judge me. Nobody is going to judge you. You have to be passionate about speaking English. It is true that it takes a lot of initiative and effort to learn English, but those efforts and initiatives are quite natural, quite normal. We can do that in our daily lives. Like I have written on the board, if you want to communicate well, if you want to learn communication skill, lesser errors, better communication. If you do less errors while speaking, the communication would be better. How to make less errors? You have to be aware. How to be aware? Because when you expose yourself to listening, reading and speaking and writing in English, such atmosphere is created around you, you would be able to learn better English, good English, and would be able to communicate also better. So good English means what? Our professor used to tell us that language comes before than grammar. So grammar, we are always after grammar, how to learn the syntaxes of grammar, what is the grammar. It's okay, that is fine for the competitive exams or for academic purposes. But for daily use, daily spoken English, if I talk about spoken English, so you need not be after that grammar only. So you have to learn the language. Language has this beauty. English language is very easy. It's not a rocket science. It's just a cakewalk. It has its smart things and interesting ones. So develop that interest to learn in English. You would be able to do that. There is nothing difficult, nothing impossible, and it's not a rocket science, as I say. It's very simple. What we have to be aware about, we have to be aware about the errors that we usually make. Just little bit awareness is quite enough. We make different types of error while we speak in English. Like when we speak, we may place verb not at its place and subject not at its place, object is somewhere else. Like if somebody tells you that start translating from Hindi to English, that would be totally absurd. You need not translate Hindi to English. Why? I will tell you. If I write a sentence, मैं घर जाता हूँ. If I translate this, it would be मैं के लिए I, घर के लिए home, जाता के लिए go, whom I. Is it right one? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because translation doesn't give you a proper sense, and of course the communication won't be proper. So the result would be nothing. Result would be only embarrassment. So stop translating in English. That would not help you at all. What you have to do, you have to look for where the makeup is. English structure, the language structure of the language. Like there are journal errors. If I write here, first one, I daily ask you, whenever I meet you or I have a chance to talk to you, I ask, are you like he is keeping good health? If you ask something, are you keeping good health? Or if I say, are you keeping good health? So it would not be right to ask in this way. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. How to ask someone, are you enjoying good health? It would be, are you enjoying good health? Why? Because keeping is, this word is used with ill health. If you want to tell something about someone like he is keeping ill health these days, it means वो आजकल बीमार रहता है. अगर अच्छी बात करनी है तो you will say you are or are you enjoying good health. This is just a little error, small error, but it makes communication very different. One more example I will give you. If you say, I have given my test. I have given my test. I usually hear students saying like this. So I have given my test. जैसे हिंदी में बोला जाता है, मैंने अपना टेस्ट दे दिया, मैंने अपना पेपर दे दिया, तब तो ठीक है. But in English this is not right. When you appear for any test, you will say, I have taken my test. Taken is required here. This is the best way to communicate. This is erroneous. कि हम पेपर, हमें जब टेस्ट दिया जाता है तो हम पेपर लेते हैं. एग्जामिनेशन जब हम देते हैं तो हम टेस्ट पेपर लेते हैं, लिखते हैं, एंड एग्जामिनर और द टीचर गिव्स अस टेस्ट. We take the test. So this is a blunder if you say like this, I have given the test, I have taken the test, or I am going to take the test, I will take my test next Monday, next week, in this way. So taken word, this word is to be used. Next is a very common phrase that we usually hear and we also tell others. Last but not the least. We place the determiner the in front of least. When we say, I have done all the work, I have completed my all tasks, last but not the least, I am undone with this and that. So this is wrong expression. We have to use last but not least. This is right one. This phrase is right one. Last but not least. The is not required here. And please take care of this phrase because this is commonly heard and commonly spoken phrase in English language. And next, if I move to, that is again very common. If I say, according to my opinion, I wish, according to my opinion, my point is here. According to my opinion is not the right usage of phrase. According to me or according to my view or in my opinion is the right one. So you won't say according to my opinion. This is not the right one. According to my opinion is the not right one. It should be according to me or in my opinion. In my opinion is the right to use it. This is the right one. We won't say according to my opinion. So little small errors can bring great change in your communication and will give you more confidence to speak in English properly. So one more thing I have been usually hearing from the people that when you want to hold a picture or fix a picture or fix a painting on the wall, you would be saying that I want to hang that picture, and in past tense if you want to say that he has hanged that picture, that is again wrong. Hanged that picture. Mind this word. Hang, hanged. In past tense we use I have hanged a beautiful picture of stars or flowers or greenery on my wall. This is wrong. Picture is not wrong. This word is wrong. Actually this hanged word is used with the execution. Execution. Execution means किसी को फांसी पे लटका देना. So हम पिक्चर को फांसी पे नहीं लटका रहे हैं, हम पिक्चर को सजा रहे हैं. कहाँ? On the wall. So you would say I have hung the picture or he has hung the picture on the wall. This is the right form. The second form of hang, that is hung. This is also used but only with the execution. जब किसी क्रिमिनल को hang किया जाता है या फांसी की जाती है. But with pictures or paintings we are going to use this word, that is hung. I hung that picture. Hang is in present tense and this is in past tense. This is present. Present is good for both the purposes. That is hang, both the purposes, whether picture or painting or a person. But in past tense, you are supposed to use hung. So if I move to something next to be learned, like, again, this is very common error. We talk about our friends, we talk about our enemies also. You would say, I have so and so as my close friend, he is my good friend, he is my... So I also hear that people usually say, he is my fast enemy. Because we use this fast with friend. He is my fast friend, he is my good friend. So people also say he is my fast enemy, which is absolutely wrong. It is not the right usage. What is used, what adjective और enemy को कैसे हम exemplify करते हैं? If you tell about that कि वो बहुत ही बुरा like enemy है, you will say he is my bitter enemy. Bitter, this word is used, bitter. क्योंकि enemy is not a good person to you, तो आप फास्ट नहीं बोलेंगे, क्लोज नहीं बोलेंगे. यू विल से ही इज ए बिटर एनिमी. दिस इज राइट वर्ड. एंड फास्ट वेयर टू यूज विद द फ्रेंड और कलीग और कंपेनियन. फास्ट फ्रेंड होता है, बिटर एनिमी होता है. इफ आई मूव अहेड, सो दीज आर एरर्स कॉमनली मेड विद द in the context of time, telling time. Telling time, usually we tell time in Hindi. कोई आपको पूछता है क्या टाइम हुआ है, आप बोलोगे 11 बज गए, 12:30 बज गए, कहीं तो बोलते हैं 1:30 भी बज गए. तो इंग्लिश इज लर्नड फ्रॉम अराउंड अस. सो वट एवर इज हैपनिंग, यू स्टार्ट टेलिंग इन इंग्लिश. इंग्लिश इज देयर, सो इट इज देयर. यू जस्ट हैव टू टेक सम इनिशिएटिव. स्टार्ट टेलिंग टाइम इन इंग्लिश. But telling time in English is not a rocket science. Again, it is very simple. When we look at the clock, you know that जब पूरा टाइम है, like पूरे 10 बजे हैं, you will say it is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. This apostrophe is used. I have told you in my previous videos, whenever we use any apostrophe, it means we are taking out, we are omitting some of the letters. And this letter omitted here is off. It is 10 o'clock. And we say 10 o'clock. That is right. That you must be knowing. When we have to say, जैसे कुछ 11:30 बजे हैं, you will say half past. Half past 11, half past 10 means क्या बजे हैं? 11:30. ठीक है, AM PM बाद की बात है कि मॉर्निंग है, इवनिंग टाइम है. Half past 10 o'clock. ये तो राउंड टाइम हुए. In case you have to tell the time that is not neither half past nor o'clock, then you will say quarter, quarter to and quarter past. These two phrases are used. Quarter to and quarter past. When to use? जैसे आप बोलते हैं 7:45 बज गए, मतलब 15 minutes to 8 है, तो quarter to use करेंगे. It means 7:45. इस एन एग्जाम्पल. टाइम कुछ भी हो सकता है. क्वार्टर पास्ट मीन्स 15 मिनट्स हो चुके हैं किसी भी टाइम से. इफ इट आई से क्वार्टर पास्ट 8, इट वुड बी 8:50. क्वार्टर पास्ट. सो क्वार्टर टू इज यूज फॉर, जिसे आप हिंदी में बोलते हैं 7:45, 7:45 या कुछ भी हो सकता है. क्वार्टर पास्ट मीन्स जिसे आप बोलते हैं 8:15 हिंदी में. तो वो 7 मतलब 15 मिनट्स और 7:45 मीन्स 15 मिनट्स अभी रहते हैं और पास्ट मीन 15 मिनट्स हो चुके हैं ऊपर किसी भी पर्टिकुलर टाइम. तो क्वार्टर टू एंड क्वार्टर पास्ट. इसके साथ जो चीज एरर हम करते हैं डेली, व्हाट वी आर नॉट लाइक सपोज टू यूज हियर, दैट इज द वी आर नॉट सपोज टू यूज हियर. व्हाट वी हैव टू यूज हियर, वी हैव टू यूज हियर quarter to. So time, if you are telling the time like 4:45 हुए, it is a quarter to 5. A quarter to 5 means अभी 5 बजने में 15 minutes हैं. अभी quarter रहता है 15 minutes में 60 minutes होते हैं 1 hour में. तो 1 quarter means if it is divided by 4, quarter makes 15 minutes. So mathematical calculation. So 15 minutes you have to say a quarter to. This is to be taken here. A quarter to, it is 8. A quarter to 8. And one more thing I want to make clear. Whenever you tell time, you may use like if the time is 11:50. 11:50. There is no quarter, no half, no o'clock. So what would you use here? It is 10 to 12. Or you may write like this. So 10 to 12. If the time is 11:55, it's 5 to 12. And if the time is like 7:56, 7:56, you will not say, you won't say 4 to 8. No, you will say 4 minutes to 8. 4 minutes to 8. Why so? The reason is that, the syntax is that, the simple reason is that whenever the time to be used here is a multiple of 5, you may not use minutes. Minute word tab nahi chahiye when you are supposed to tell the time that is a multiple of 5. Like 15, 20, 30, these are all multiples of 5 जो 5 के टेबल में आते हैं. For that purpose minute word is not used. 56, this is not a multiple of 5. यहाँ हमें use करना है क्योंकि 4 मिनट रह गए 8 बजने में, is 4 minutes to 8. We have to use this word minute here, mind it. And here no need to use that. 5 to 12. I have written 5 to 12, not 5 minutes to 12, because 55 is a multiple of 5. So this is the rule. This is very simple one. You have to be aware. Just aware while telling time, and do tell time in English. It makes you more confident, like speaking in English, because we are usually in a habit of telling time and asking time a number of times a day. So tell time in English only. Then we come to more simple errors. Like one phrase I would like to write here. When you are angry with someone, when you have a scuff with someone, when you are not in a good mood with someone, so you would tell that मेरी आज उससे बहुत झगड़ा हुआ, मैंने उसे सब कुछ उसके मुंह पे बोल दिया. तो मुंह पे बोल दिए के लिए एक फ्रेज आती है, I said everything. कैसे ये लोग यूज करते हैं? I said everything, जैसे किसी ने गुस्सा निकाला, on his face, ऐसे यूज करते हैं. So आपको लगेगा ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. I said everything on his face, और मैंने बहुत बार सुना है people also tell upon his face. I tell everything upon his face. मैंने उसके मुंह पे सब कुछ बोल दिया. But these both are wrong. What we have to use, ये दोनों गलत है. I said everything to his face. This is the right one. Small error. But there is a big communication gap in English if you use such prepositions. These are prepositional words. I said everything to his face. That is the right one. And one more thing that I want to make clear here is the proximity error. Proximity errors. Proximity errors are very simple to understand. But we make errors in this thing only, daily, almost. Proximity, actually, literal meaning is closeness. Closeness. Whose closeness? I told you that when we speak English, we make structure of the sentences. Structure of the sentences enclose or comprise of different words or grammatical units. When those units are not placed at their right position, these are called proximity errors, or this is called proximity error, and proximity means closeness. आप ठीक से word use नहीं कर रहे हैं. Like I write a sentence, you will understand that. Want a nurse for small baby, well qualified. Well qualified. This sentence in Hindi means एक नर्स की जरूरत है छोटे बच्चे के लिए, well qualified हो जो. ऐसे बोलना it's okay, ठीक लगा. But in English it is quite absolutely wrong. Want a nurse or wanted a nurse, both are correct. Wanted a nurse, this is just an advertisement type, for small baby, well qualified. here this well qualified is used at wrong place. गलत जगह पे यूज किया हमने. It seems like कि small baby qualified होना चाहिए, baby qualified नहीं होना चाहिए. क्या हमें नर्स चाहिए जो क्वालिफाइड हो, तो ये गलत जगह है. ये दिस इज प्रॉक्सिमिटी एरर. हम वेल क्वालिफाइड कहाँ लाएंगे? यहाँ पे. वांटेड ए नर्स वेल क्वालिफाइड, और यू में से वांटेड अ वेल क्वालिफाइड नर्स, एडजेक्टिव यूज कर सकते हो. वांटेड अ नर्स वेल क्वालिफाइड और वांटेड अ वेल क्वालिफाइड नर्स फॉर ए स्मॉल बेबी. तो सिर्फ इतना सा ये जो हमने फ्रेज यहाँ यूज कर दिया, दैट इज अ प्रॉक्सिमिटी एरर. वन मोर एग्जाम्पल, वी अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन. It is when 5 years old his father died. When 5 years old his father died. What sense it is telling? 5 साल का था जब वो his father died. ये ठीक है, हिंदी में ठीक लगा आपको सुनने में. बट यहाँ पे एरर क्या है? When 5 years old his father died. It seems like that his father was 5 years old when he died. No, that is not the sense of the sentence. We want to tell that when he was 5 years old his father died. तो इसे कैसे लिखा जाना चाहिए था? When he was 5 years old his father died. Only simple pronoun, single one word is missing here, and that shows the closeness of his father to this, and this gives wrong sense. ये गलत सेंस बन गया. तो proximity error में हमने यही देखना है which word is to be used where. Of course we have to use word. Like if I say I go to market to purchase something. Like I go to market, अगर ये हिंदी में अगर आप ये सोचोगे, देखो proximity error कैसे हो जाते हैं. मैं बाजार फल लेने जाता. ठीक है, सिंपल है वर्ड. फल लेने जाता हूं. अब इसे देखो कैसे. आई मार्केट फ्रूट ब्रिंग गो एंड. एब्सोल्युटली नॉनसेंस. प्रॉक्सिमिटी एरर्स आर फ्लडेड है. कोई भी वर्ड अपनी प्लेस पे नहीं है. According to Hindi, if you go on translating from Hindi to English, you would find that it is okay, but this is absolutely wrong. ये बिल्कुल गलत हो गया. हमें यहाँ पे क्या देखना है while communicating in English? तो उसका अपना स्ट्रक्चर बनाने का रूल है. We have to follow that. So I go to market to bring fruits. This is the right communication here. तो proximity error क्यों आएंगे? When we lack the rules, when we don't know, when we are not aware about communicating in English language, and these rules are very simple. We daily follow that, and we have to be aware about that. When to use which word is to be used where. अब इसमें लाइक ग्रामर इज नॉट सो मच ऑफ कंसर्न. ग्रामर सीखोगे तभी आएगा. प्लीज लीव दिस आइडिया, प्लीज लीव दिस नोशन. दिस वॉन्ट हेल्प यू एट ऑल. इंग्लिश इज लर्न ओनली बाय स्पीकिंग and speaking over and again. You speak simple sentences in your daily life in English. Like time बताना है, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया. You wanna tell time to others. Speak in English. Tell in English. आपको कोई चीज चाहिए, ask in English. तो इंग्लिश आप जितना बोलेंगे, the lesser you make error, better will be the communication. This was analogy. Today I use this कि error आप जितना कम करोगे, error कैसे कम करोगे? By being aware. I told you that you have to express yourself, not to impress yourself. To make less error, be aware. English is very easy. English language is very smart and interesting. There is nothing difficult, not a rocket science. It is just a cakewalk. So keep enjoying, keep speaking in English, and English will help you build your confidence and like make you a personality that is admired by all, that he or she communicates well in English. Small sentences, छोटे छोटे sentences आपको बहुत मदद करेंगे. Start doing that. I promise you that, I guarantee you that it would definitely help you in all the cases. So like if you wanna get something more, if you want to have some lectures on specific topics, please कमेंट बॉक्स में अपना कमेंट डालिए. प्लीज टेल देयर. आई वुड डेफिनेटली ट्राई टू हेल्प यू. एंड इवन grow well.